I'm Alex, and you're watching The Palm-Off, a programme that shows I'm clearly behind the times lately, but we'll give you the news regardless of how old it is. Stuff like this. Bono gets on our tits and our phones. The Scottish finally show the English a bit of love. Ebola, the profitable disease. And Nigella does Christmas. The other week I found myself pointing and laughing at my mates. They told me how their phones became infected with a virus, a little rogue piece of software they didn't choose to download or even ask for. When clicked on, the software took over the phone speakers, piping tuneless shit and inane messages for those with the patience to listen. You know, I thought I got away with it. I periodically checked my phone, it was clean. Unlike the language my friends used to describe the noise the virus made. Then, a couple of days later, my phone's Fort Knox-like defence fell. I was stricken. Personally, I felt sick. I felt dirty. Like waking up and finding you got gonorrhea. I would imagine. But neither I or my phone were at fault. It came from the top. The ones who built the phone. The ones we put our trust in. The man. Apple. Apple thought it'd be fine, for marketing purposes, to infect my music library with U2's latest album, whether I liked it or not. I don't like U2's music, and like everyone, I fucking hate Bono. That Irish narcissist who believes has the God-given right to preach everyone for their money, despite stashing his own immense wealth where the taxman can only whistle for it. Well over £500 million. And that's not including his valuable stake in Facebook. Every time I click my fingers, a child in Africa is another grand I've avoided paying in taxes. Peddling his corporate music around the world, charging £100 a ticket so people can watch him disappear further up his own arse. When asked about the album he pushed on people...
Oops, I'm sorry about that. I had this beautiful idea.
Hiding your money abroad?
Mona got carried away with themselves.
You got away with it?
Artists are prone to that kind of thing.
Just you?
Drop of megalomania.
Delusion?
Touch of generosity.
A tax write-off?
Dash of self-promotion.
Prostitution?
Deep fear that these songs that we poured our life into over the last few years mightn't be heard.
Thought you'd be used to that by now.
There's a lot of noise out there. I guess we got a little noisy ourselves.
And he tells everyone to buy those fucking expensive red-styled products. From Nike, Armani, Apple, Dr. Dre Beats, to name a few. Suggesting that a token donation from each purchase will be given to AIDS charities. Here's an idea. You can have this. Don't buy those stupid Dr. Dre's. Spend £100 less on better headphones and give the difference directly to charity. You'll feel better for it, the charity will get significantly more money, and people won't call you a twat for overspending on shit headphones. Look, I agree with what the smug tax dodger says, and I do commend him for his charity work, but I just wish it wasn't him doing it. Now how do I get this shit off my phone? So, many YouTubers, like myself, except not myself, have been given a monumental slap. Here in the UK, we have very strict advertising laws, and rightly so. Basically, if you're advertising something, or if you've been paid to display a product, you must make it clear this is what you're doing. Sneak it into your program, or fool your viewers, and you'll get in shit.
Well, that's where I see things just a little differently. Contract or no, I will not bow to any sponsor.
To make it clear, television programs in the UK must display one of these product placement symbols at the beginning of the program if they do, to simply tell the viewer they're about to be advertised to, whether they realise it or not. So, the YouTubers didn't realise the rules still applied to them and got in rather a lot of shit. So there they were, they'd paid to do some fucking stupid Oreo lick challenge, encouraging everyone to do the same. So, despite the products that I regularly enjoy on the show, I don't have to display the symbol, simply because no one pays me any money to. So would I sell out? Of course I care not. The Palm Pilot YouTube Chanel would Nissan dream of making Adidas Quick Fit buck off the BlackBerry of bringing you all the news and Drex views. Cheers!
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
I would like to congratulate the Scottish on their decision to stay part of the United Kingdom. Personally, I consider myself to be British first, English second. And honestly, would have been a little bit distraught if the Scottish decided to go it alone. I don't think it would have been better for them, but you know, that's a long conversation for another day. I do feel sorry for those that did want independence, but I don't feel sorry for those that did want independence and intimidated and bullied others into thinking their way. For example, I'm not Scottish, but I got some serious ear bashing on Twitter from some of those yes voters, with some proper anger in their arguments. I just commented that as a nation I thought we were better together. Fortunately on Twitter I was relaxed in knowing I wasn't a voter. Probably would have got lamb's blood splashed across my door and dog shit posted through my letterbox if I was. The English and Scottish have quite the love-hate relationship. The English love the Scottish hate the English. But you know what, we're cut from the same cloth. We're brothers with a sibling rivalry. We've had many fights, but we've fought many more together. We've got rid of all sorts of tyranny, and together we've invented and given the world the rifle, the tank, the steam engine, the electric engine, the jet engine, the telephone, television, the internet, penicillin, anaesthetic, and pioneered medical hygiene, to name a few. Just for fun, we gave the world Grand Theft Auto 2. See, together we British are pretty fucking awesome. We are the original superpower. And where would the world be without us? Sat in the dark probably, without either light bulbs or power stations. Because oh, we invented them too. So Ebola's been pretty big news lately. The viral disease that broke out in West Africa, with around 25,000 reported cases, sadly claiming several thousand lives. Just for you, I've made a map showing how Ebola has spread around the world. As you can see, those bastards really have done some damage. No, my mistake. That's my Top Gear map of countries they've pissed off. Here's my Ebola map. Now, while of course I'm not going to say we don't need to worry, because all first world countries should be doing their bit to eradicate this disease, and preferably for good this time. But clearly it's not quite the worldwide epidemic feared by some. So how are the British media reporting it all?
Ebola cases in West Africa approach 9,000.
Hundreds of British troops are being sent to West Africa.
A small number of cases will reach the UK.
We can contain it.
Britain is at the forefront of preventing the spread.
A message for the public: don't worry.
Cool, calm, and collected. So how about our American cousins?
Fox News alert now, the Ebola emergency here in America.
The killer virus.
Spreading much faster than efforts to contain it. Spiraling out of control.
Stop admitting West Africans into America right now.
Several questions.
Can they go to the movies?
Hospitals aren't ready for Ebola.
All hell is about to break loose.
Fucking hell. Talk about a drama. I suppose that's the problem when the healthcare companies are so powerful. They probably control certain areas of the media whenever possible. But I don't need to worry, because I'm covered by those friendly American people at Medicare, covering me for all the medical care I'm likely to need. Unnecessary depression pills, pharmaceutically bribed doctors, and friendly fire. Thank God for the NHS. So a bit of casual televiewing leading up to Christmas led me to watch a bit of Nigella Lawson.
All I need to do now is open it out a bit.
Any excuse, eh?
Because rolling up a joint and then tying it is harder work than this.
This one, she's got a bone turkey and going to stuff it with something suitably pretentious.
All I'm doing is squishing it in and then folding it over.
Something bollocks like chopped kale with pale barley and goji berries, probably. Me, keep it simple. Give the people what they want.
Turkey meat will be succulent and tender.
Shove a full English in there, maybe.
Just as I always brine a whole turkey when I roast it in my trad way.
Thinking about how that turkey and fry-up would taste, aren't you?
All I'm doing is squishing it in.
Fucking horrible.
This stuffing really does the same job. That's to say, it keeps the meat from drying out and it oozes flavour all through as it cooks. Fold over. Convey it to your tin of choice.
What the fuck is that? Looks like a big ugly woman's...
The weight
That's for the connoisseur. Most men just use a warmed up watermelon.
of the joint itself should keep everything together.
Nigella's the show that keeps on giving.
Want to anoint
And no doubt most blokes just watch this to...
And this needs about 2.5 hours in a hot oven.
Yeah, rustle up a relish of their own.
In a hot oven. And it's quite hard.
You're not wrong there, Nigella.
When you've got a lot of people to feed, it's a winner. Okay, the hardest part.
Right, and that's it. I'm sorry there's been a bit of a palm off hiatus lately. Usual bollocks excuses apply. Dog ate my scripts, computer crashed, I've been charity volunteering. Pick one. But don't worry, I'm back on it again. And I have quite a lot to bring you over the coming weeks. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a comment about anything that I've spoken about, I'll always try to reply. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share.